China angry. The U.S. and the Philippines open a new military Air Force base near the South China Sea. Monday, the Philippines announced where 4 new military bases will be located that the U.S. will be able to use. This is part of an expanded defense deal that analysts say is meant to counter China. 3 of the bases are on the main island of Luzon, which is close to Taiwan. The other base is in the province of Palawan, which is in the South China Sea. In recent months, the U.S. has been working harder to increase its security choices in the Indo-Pacific region. This is because China's aggressive territorial moves in the region are making people more worried. The U.S. will be able to move troops to a total of 9 bases in the Philippines, including one on the strategically important Balabac Island, which is close to Chinese installations in the South China Sea. These new places were made possible by the 2014 Enhanced Defense Cooperation Arrangement, EDCA. These new locations will make it easier for the United States and Philippine Armed Forces to work together, said Sabrina Sinch, Deputy Pentagon Press Secretary, at a briefing on Monday. We will be able to respond more smoothly to a range of shared challenges in the Indo-Pacific region, such as natural and humanitarian disasters. The announcement of the location comes after a number of high-profile deals between the U.S. military and countries in the region, such as plans to share defense technologies with India and send new U.S. Marine units to islands in Japan. The U.S. Marine Corps also opened a new base earlier this year on Guam, which is a vital U.S. island east of the Philippines. Camp Blaze is the first new Marine base in 70 years. Eventually, it could be home to 5,000 Marines. Where the bases are, even though the news of the increased access came out in early February, no one knew where the bases were. On Monday, the partners named the 4 new sites as Balabac Island in Palawan, Naval Base Camilo, Oshas in Santa Ana, Cagayan Province, Lao Airport in Cagayan Province, Lao Airport in Cagayan, and Camp Melchor de la Cruz in Gamu, Isabela. In a news release, Philippine Defense Secretary Carlito Galvez Jr. said that the 4 bases were very strategic, especially the naval base in Cagayan and the one on Balabac Island. Only 500 kilometers, 310 miles, separate Naval Base Camilo Ocias in northern Luzon from Kaohsiung, the third largest city in Taiwan with 2.7 million people. Galvez said that Balabac is on important sea routes in the South China Sea, where Manila and Beijing have different territorial claims, including over islands where Beijing has built military defenses. Colin Koh, a research fellow at Singapore's S. Rajaratnam School of International Studies, said that the bases would be important in any war that might happen in the area. The northern sites aren't just for Taiwan, said Koh. They can also be used if there's a war in the South China Sea. It's hard to imagine that a conflict in the Taiwan Strait won't involve the South China Sea. Koh said that the Bashi Channel in the northern part of the Luzon Strait, which is closer to Taiwan, is a key choke point, either for Chinese naval forces to get out of their home waters and into the open Pacific to attack us military installations on Guam to the east, or for us warships to get into. The South China Sea. He also pointed out how close Balabac is to Mischief Reef, an atoll where China has built a man-made island with military equipment that is being fought over. The Balabac site makes it possible to gather intelligence and set up air and naval activities in the area during peacetime, Koh said. This means that Mischief Reef can be looked at more closely. China's Communist Party says that almost all of the South China Sea and Taiwan, a democratic island with 23.5 million people that it has never ruled over, belong to China.